Hi there everybody, it's Rosie here from inkybutterfly.com. Thank you for joining me again for another card making video, and this time we are having a play around with this stamp set called It's a Science. It's a cling mount stamp set with some sort of witty little sentiments in there, which I think are really funny. And then obviously we've got all the scientific equipment there, so we've got the glassware there, a nice microscope, clipboard. Love this little it's atom I guess, and then we've got the lovely little molecular structure there. So it's a really cute little stamp set. And for those of you who don't know, I do have a science background, so I have a microbiology background, so this image was particularly interesting to me, so it's quite cute to have a little microscope that I could stamp with as well, so that's really cool. But today we're going to do some chemistry with our glassware, our flasks there. Okay, so just really simple card for today. Just doing a little bit of colouring with our stamping blends to do our little concoctions there. There is some Wink of Stella in there as well, just to make them look a little bit more interesting, but it's not picking up as well on the camera. So yeah, so this is what we're going to do today. So it's just plain white card base, and then I've got a layer here which is 3 inches wide by 4 3/4, just layered onto some blacks. That's going to be our focal point there, which I've already done in advance. Now on the original I did the sentiment in sweet sorbet, just to have a bit of a contrast colour. Which colour shall we do this time? Maybe we'll do Starry Sky. Nice blue colour. Don't worry, I haven't gone completely mad by doing my sentiment and stuff first. I'm going to change up a little bit of how I did the original now. That was mounted on my block nice and straight, so I'm hoping that comes out alright. It's straight but off to the left, but that's fine, I can live with that. Just get that wiped off. Because instead of stamping straight onto the card this time, I've got a few splatters of ink there. No worries. We're going to stamp them separately and then sort of mount them on some foam and layer them up a little bit. And I thought it would also be a bit of fun to put some of these bubbles in the background here as well. So I've just popped those in, and then the other flasks are going to lay out on top of that. That was Smoky Slate ink, and I need Smoky Slate ink actually to stamp the outline of the flasks, which I've got on an eye block. So I'm just going to do that on some basic white. And we'll just pop that down. Might stamp it a couple of times actually, because if we're piecing it together, we might opt to use more than one of each of the images. So we may as well do that. And I thought Smoky Slate would give you more of a glass look, rather than you know, doing it in black. So our colours then, so I've just picked out some pretty colours basically that look like they're going to be you know, sort of potions of some kind. So the 4 that I've used on when I was practicing and for when I made the original sample were Fresh Freesia, Lemon Lime Twist, Pumpkin Pie and Pool Party. So this is just light Fresh Freesia that I'm putting on here. That I've sort of drawn the meniscus line there and I'm just going to drop in the darker colour on the left hand side there, and sort of flick it in and follow it round to where the base is there. And I'm not going to worry too much about things just creep outside the lines, because we're going to be cutting it out. And then where those two meet, I'm just popping in a little bit of the lighter marker there, just to make those blend a little bit more easily. Okay, so we're going to do the same on one of these other ones. So we'll do one of the different shapes. So we'll draw in our fill line, our meniscus. Just goes up at the edges there, like it would do. Put the dark colour in along that left hand side. And then we'll just go over that junction there, just to help them blend together. Okay, so you just got that little bit of a sort of shading to it, if you like. Okay, right, so next one in the queue is lemon lime twist. So let's do that. Let's do this one. So nice round shape, so we can go around that really nicely. With the light marker here on this side, and then, like I say, we're just going to go around and drop in the darker colour on this side. Just make sure to get round the edge there. Making it sort of follow a similar way across, about halfway, and then just, like I say, just over that join line just a little bit, just to help it blend a little bit better. That was cool. And again, we'll do one of the other ones. So that was our light, wasn't it? So we'll do the test tube on this one, and again we'll just drop the darker colour in, just turn this one round. It's quite a skinny little shape, so it's probably easier to do it like this. A little bit down the bottom there, just to make that shade a little bit more, a bit harder on a skinnier shape like that. And then we've got pool party, so again we'll use our light marker first. Not much left, not much ink left in that marker. But it'll do for today. And again, we'll just pop in our darker colour. Around the bottom. A little bit of light just to help it blend. Same with this one. Go all quiet when I'm colouring. But hopefully you're enjoying the process. So that last bit of light ink to help it along. And then our last colour was pumpkin pie. So just as I've done with all the others, pop in the light colour. This darker one will go down the side. So the oranges and reds, when you're doing a smaller space like this, can bleed a little bit. So as we're cutting them out, that's not going to matter too much. Okay, so there we've got our really cute flasks of stuff, whatever this scientist is concocting. As I say, we can just add a bit of Wink of Stella to these, just to give them a little bit of more fun. Something special inside. Just going to look wonderful. There we go, you can see that a bit better on this one. Okay, and then the carrier fluid just will dry back, and then you won't be able to see that at all. So that's really, really cool. And then we can fussy cut those out. So I'm just going to pop that on fast forward probably. So we'll just roughly chop out some of this stuff, get rid of some of the excess cardstock, and we can start cutting those out up and around those little lines. The lips of the bottles are going to be a little fiddly, but just take your time. Just run your scissors around, gradually closing them, twisting the paper around those more intricate bits. And then all the way around to there. So we're going to cut all of those out and then we'll be back. Okay, so all our little glassware is all cut out, and I've already gone and put some dimensionals onto the back of those. So all we need to do now is put everything together. Okay, so it's going to be a really nice simple card. Just going to put this on with some Stampin' Seal. So on the original card I actually popped this layer up, but on this card the dimensional elements are going to come from the actual flasks themselves. So I decided to pop this down flat, and then we want to obviously just put these on so that they are kind of looking all nice and scientific, if that's at all possible. And them overlapping and stuff like that. So I'm going to try not to get the same colours sort of too close to each other, that kind of thing. So let's go with something like that. Take off all of those. This is sort of the fun part, just trying to pop these on and arrange them all. Like so. I'm kind of working the larger items first, and then working my way down to the smaller ones. And I guess we can put the smaller ones in where there's space, and I don't mind them going off the edge here as well, so it's going to be cute. I think I'll put this beaker here. Don't get too close to the sentiment though. All my bubbles are going to disappear as well, aren't they? By the look of it. Pop this one in over here, because we've got the boundary sort of broken on the left, so do the same on the right hand side and then it will look a bit more balanced. And I think we might pop one in here, because we can squeeze that in. And this guy maybe over on the right over here, like so. There we are. Super cute. That's a bit close to there, but you know, not perfect, but it'll it's a bit of fun, isn't it? It's a bit of fun. There's all my little gizmos there. So there we go, a couple of variations using the It's a Science stamp set and those lovely glass beakers, so you can either keep it really nice and simple and just stamp and colour. Okay, this was Sweet Sorbet that I used for the sentiment on this one, and then on this one we fussy cut them out and layered them up, so just to give you a little bit of a different look. Okay, so yeah, hindsight's a beautiful thing, so I probably should have just left that sentiment till later and done it afterwards once I'd arranged everything, but you know, you get the idea anyway. You get the idea. So there we go, a little bit of fun for you today. Hope you've enjoyed it. Stay safe, take care, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.